Welcome to Winging It Buffalo Style. I'm Victoria Hahn.
I'm Amelia Siegel.
And I'm Pat Kaleta.
Catching on already.
Exactly. You're a natural here. We are so excited that you are here.
Well, thanks for having me.
I wrote down on my Facebook that I'm not going to take a swing at you.
Well, I need
What do you say to that, right?
I need the less scars I can get on my face, the better.
I see that. Now, what does your mom say about all that?
She's pretty used to it, so bad character.
Bad character. When she first saw you on the ice fighting, I mean, did she cry? Did she just cover her face? Did you do this from an early age?
I was pretty rough early on, but I think my mom's caught on quite well.
Quickly?
Yeah.
Okay, now look at, I mean, I can see that. What happened here? It looked like somebody scratched you with 3 fingers.
No, there are actually 3 different incidents. Took a slap shot in the face one time in Rochester. Others are fights and...
Well, they're very even. It almost looks like it was intentional, like a tribal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Pat was sitting down earlier, we were talking, and I was grilling him about everything about you. Now, this is what we know about you. You grew up in Angola, played high school hockey for St. Francis. You were recruited then at what age, and you had to leave home?
I left when I was 16 to Peterborough.
Can you imagine that? And I asked, did your mom cry?
She did, but then she also cried when Buffalo drafted me and I came back home.
Tears of joy, though, right?
I'm sure they were, yeah.
What was it like leaving home at 16 to, pursue your career?
Honestly, it was the best experience I've ever had. The people I lived with in Peterborough were amazing. I couldn't ask for a better billet family, and they really took care of me up there.
How many of the kids that you were up there with made it to the NHL?
Well, we had a pretty good team, so a bunch of them were drafted. Guys like Jordan Stahl. I've played with Eric Stahl, Liam Redux, Brian Young, just to name a few. Which is pretty cool. You see them on other teams and how well they're playing, and all comes back to Peterborough and the opportunity that they gave me.
Did you ever think when you were, when did you start playing hockey?
When I was 5.
When you were 5, did you ever think, I'm really going to be an NHL player?
Growing up in Buffalo, you always have the dream of playing for the Sabres, and you just got to strive and persevere and work hard, and that's all I did, and I made it.
Well, congratulations.
Amazing. I know, to say that was your dream and then that's where you're at has to be a wonderful feeling.
And you're only 25.
Yeah, only. I'm getting
Only.
old.
Yeah. Oh, please. I just have
old.
to ask you this. When somebody hits you, when you're fighting in the ice, is the adrenaline so fierce that you don't feel the hits until after, or does it really hurt then?
Normally adrenaline, but sometimes you feel it, and afterwards and the next day you feel it even more.
Is it better? I don't understand the fighting. Do you want to take your gloves off? Is that better, or do you want to leave them on or in the helmet?
Well, you want to take your gloves off, obviously, because...
You can break your fingers?
Well, I normally have a good tendency of doing that, but it'll hurt more with your fist rather than your glove on.
Thank you. I'll remember that next time.
You
never know when a gal can use that,
Right.
Talk about your foundation.
The HITS Foundation, which is pretty cool, stands for Helping Individuals to Smile. And, I wanted personally not to have a foundation directed towards one thing, because I like to help everyone. And it serves kids who are underprivileged, whether it's mentally, physically, financially. Just to kind of have the same opportunities I had growing up, and I know my parents sacrificed a lot for me, and I would like to do that to the kids around the area that don't have the opportunities I did.
If somebody is watching and wants to get involved, how can they do that?
We have our website, hitsfoundation.org, and I'm always around, and if people have any questions for me and want to help, I'd be more than happy to sit down and talk with them and give them the gist of what's going on.
God, you're a nice guy, too. You're strong because you fight, you're talented because you're a hockey player, and you're just kind and compassionate with the community. You're 25, and do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I do.
Sorry, ladies.
But,
well, you're not married yet, right?
No, I was just with my buddy who got engaged, and we joke around, and I told him I'm not dumb enough to do that yet, so.
You know what? You're actually smart for making that rule. I do. You're young, you're a hockey player, an NHL player. Have fun while you can.
And that's what I say.
I bet I bet your girlfriend doesn't say that, but I think you're really smart doing that. You also have a very interesting hobby when you're off the ice that you do. I love this. Legos?
Yeah, I started doing Legos. I've had multiple surgeries on my hands the past 3 years, so.
Not taking the gloves off when you fight?
So I did in blocking shots and stuff like that, but a few years ago I broke my hand like 3 times, so I needed to find a hobby. It was kind
There's
of
the
boring.
Taj Mahal in that picture there,
Yeah.
made out of Legos.
Oh my goodness. How long did it take you to make that? Which recovery?
It took me about 2 days. The cast was holding me back, but you know, I usually crank them off pretty fast.
Now, do you have plans for these?
Yeah.
On how to make them?
Yeah, I've never freelanced or free whatever, but I normally follow directions and
And
do
you
it up.
keep them intact.
Yeah, I have a Lego room. I asked my dad one day, I'm like, hey, you know, it's getting a little crowded up here. How about a Lego room? And you know,
Did he say, how about an
he's
apartment
like,
for
yeah,
yourself?
he's like, yeah, okay. You're 25 years old and you want a Lego room in your own house. I'm like, yeah, that'd be sweet. But it was pretty cool.
Do you have an apartment or something, or do
No,
you have
I live in my own house in Hamburg, and you know, just chill, do whatever I want.
do people accost you when they get out, when you go out, you know, you either go out to a restaurant or a bar or something?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really mind that stuff if people want to come up and talk.
And they're polite.
Yeah, and they're polite and don't say things that
That
they'll
are going to make you
regret.
take your
They'll
gloves
regret.
off.
Yeah, that they'll regret. No, but honestly, if anyone, you know, comes up to me and says whatever, I'd be more than happy to talk to them or lead them in the right direction.
Okay, we just have to ask this because you sat down and you said, wow, I haven't been up this early in how long? What is your normal schedule in the off season? What are you doing?
Monday through Friday, I get up and work out right at the arena, train, do video.
Monday through Friday, just like it's a job.
Yep, and then weekends are my fun time, so.
I won't ask you about that. I told you I don't want to bleep.
So, you know, I plan stuff. I have a couple of friends coming down from Peterborough later on this afternoon and you know, hang out and do whatever.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
All right, now, you are going to test Amelia and I on our hockey knowledge.
Uh-oh.
So we're a bit nervous about this. Be kind and ask the questions slowly.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Which Sabres player is the shortest player in the NHL at 5'5"?
Do we get options?
Derek Roy.
You get A,
no,
Derek
no,
Roy,
Nathan Gerby.
B, Tyler Ennis, or C,
Ennis.
Nathan Gerby.
C.
C.
That is correct. Nathan Gerby.
How
He
tall is
actually,
he? 5'5"?
yeah, 5'5". He actually reminds me of those Sour Patch Kids on the commercials, where he's like nasty, but then you look at him and he's like, oh,
So
this
sweet.
He's so small. Yeah.
He's fast.
Yeah, he's fast.
All right, next question.
Which Sabre plays in a band in his spare time? A, Ryan Miller, B, Drew Stafford, C, Jason Pominville.
A. Ryan Miller.
B.
B. Drew Stafford.
Yep, Drew Stafford. He's pretty talented
That's
guy,
a
actually.
Goes,
Oh, yeah.
really.
Guitar?
What does
Oh,
he
yeah.
play? Okay.
I think everything. Drums. I know drums for sure. Guitar. Whatever you want him to play.
Is
I
that what
guess.
he does in his off season?
Yeah.
Actually plays for clubs and venues?
I'm not sure if that's to that extent, but
Girls' birthday parties?
yeah, I have no idea. I
All
don't-
right, sorry.
All right. Which player set a franchise record by being the tallest player ever to lace up for the Sabres? A, Braden McNabb, B, Tyler Myers, C, Cody McCormick.
B.
A. B.
So it's like 6'7", isn't
Yeah,
he?
B. 6'8", I believe.
6'8".
Yeah.
Everybody's 6'8" to me.
He's a tall cup of
5'2".
coffee, yeah.
Tall cup of coffee.
So you did pretty good. I mean, you took multiple guesses. But I mean,
Listen, did you have to point that out? We are having so much fun with you. Do you cook too? You do today.
Gonna cook today, yeah.
You're with fun Chef Tom from The Irishman. Ever been to The Irishman?
I believe so.
Yeah, well, you're going to be there kind of in spirit today in the kitchen with both Amelia and me. And